Hello, hello. My name's Amreen.
And my name is Shwayta, and you're tuned in to the Filmy Factor on Ruckus Avenue Radio on the iHeartRadio channel. Here we are at the Toronto International Film Festival with the team of Bayaan. We're very excited to have you here. We have the spectacular, talented director, Bikas Mishra, and we have the trailblazer, Huma Qureshi, who is the lead and the executive producer on this film. Thank you so much for being with us here today. Speaking about Bayaan, Bayaan is a film about a rookie detective who is embroiled in a case, an investigation against a cult leader, a revered cult leader who has been, accused of sexual assault. So it's a very heavy topic, but a wonderful, wonderful film about a very important topic. You guys are here for the 50th year of the Toronto International Film Festival. How does it feel? It's very exciting. The premiere is tomorrow. How are you guys feeling?
Terrific. It's fun. Yeah, we can feel the excitement on the streets. Firstly, it's a great city to be in, and this time.
It's a wonderful city. Yeah. And you guys just flew in, so I guess you still have to enjoy a little bit of the city.
Yeah, we haven't really seen the city since yesterday. We've just been doing some film-related promotional stuff, but it's all good. It's all good. Not complaining.
Not complaining. Because I wanted to ask you, you've been working on this project since 2017, from what I've read. And so it's been an incredible journey to get to this point where the film is finally made. I wanted to ask, why do you feel that this story is very important to be told? And what inspired you to keep going and pushing forward to, make this incredible project?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been working on it, since 2017. Something about the story. I can't still pinpoint exactly what. I could not give this up. There is something in the story that probably I'll have to go through some therapy session to understand why do I care so much about the story. Because there had been plenty of opportunities, occasions where I could have simply said enough. I have better things to do, or probably more paying things to do. Why do I choose to suffer to make this film? But in hindsight, it has been a terrific, extremely rewarding journey to be able to work with people who deeply care about their story, including Huma. It's not just a project for us. It's not just a film for anybody who has worked on this film. We are a crew and a group of people who deeply care about this story. And somehow we all believed that this is the story that we have to bring to the world. And see, here we are.
And can I say something? I'm going to say this. I think we kind of manifested TIFF and everything. I can't say it. When you start something, you're like, something good is going to come out of it. Even we didn't know what that good was going to be. At least since the day I have joined the project, I was like, this could be interesting. And I remember the day I got the call, and Vikas and Sheila, our producer, they called me and they said, actually Sheila called me first. He called and said that, hamara TIFF mein ho gaya. We got through TIFF. And I was like, I literally called my whole team and I'm like, okay, I want you guys to come on and don't tell anyone, but we're going to TIFF. And they were like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I was like, I told you something good is going to have come. And I was like, sometimes you manifest these things. I think we just all believed in the
we believed. It's like everybody believed in the film so much. And that's what makes this journey, even though it was long and tedious and sometimes frustrating, but it was so rewarding because to be surrounded with people who do something because they believe in it.
2017 is a long time. Really long time.
Incredible journey. And kudos to you.
I was like, I got it and we shot it, and now one day I'm like, this to carry this has been like, wow, it's crazy.
Hold on.
Well done. Thank you.
Seriously, well done.
Thank you. The film exists because of her. I wish I had, reached out to her earlier. 7 years could have been probably a little shorter.
And I wanted to ask you, Huma, actually. So, as I mentioned, you are the executive producer, and you're playing the character of Ruhi in Bayaan. How did it feel? Was it harrowing, or was it difficult to play a female character who's fighting for the justice for women, but she's opposed by those very women? So you're
not at all. It's a reality.
But it's not something you see often on screen.
Patriarchy doesn't have a gender. It's genderless, and sometimes I feel women. I mean, the ideas of patriarchy are so enmeshed in them because of just generations and generations of them living in those conditions, having those mindsets. I've seen this around me all the time. I've seen this in a lot of people, and women don't even realize it.
Don't even realize.
Because, you don't understand your own position, privilege, and you're also perpetuating the crime or or those toxic ideas.
Yeah.
I've seen this around me all the time, and sometimes people even in families do it, and they say, oh, but we're watching out for you. But I'm like, no, actually, that's not what you're doing. You're actually putting all these stereotypes that you have about patriarchy onto me, and that's not cool.
I know.
And I thought it was very refreshing to see that in a script, in a film, and also Ruhi. I think for me, the most important part of this character was her humbling and her understanding her own privilege.
Yes.
Because as Vikas keeps saying, she's telling, like my character is always telling all the other characters, okay, why don't you speak up? And he keeps saying that, speaking up is also a privilege.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not everyone has that. So I think it's been just a very, very beautiful script, so nuanced, so layered, and it's been, I would like to say a joy, but people think when they say joy, it means like, fun and games.
Yeah.
No, but this was a different kind of a joy. I can't explain it. It wasn't the joy of like playing games on set or having a blast or pulling each other's leg. I don't think we ever chilled also or hung out. Or we never partied in that sense. This is not that kind of a crew. But this was a different kind of a fun where I think every single day when I would go back home, I'd be like, we did something interesting today.
Yeah.
I think we got some interesting stuff today. Maybe that scene, the way I had imagined it, we actually shot something that was better than that. And for me, that is a lot of fun.
Is the reward.
And I'm sure it's the same.
That was the reward of the process, that we collaborated.
Yeah.
It was not like, I have spent so many years, so I know the film, frame by frame. This is what it is and this is what you have to do exactly. And we were open. If Huma will come up with a suggestion that, this scene, maybe we can try this thing, everybody, we will hear each other patiently.
Yes.
Not only Huma, like our cinematographer, we all collaborated, our production designer, our costume designer, we all collaborated. The film constantly evolved. It's not, if you read the script, from script to the film, it's an evolution. It acquired more life. And because we work with people who are living, who are breathing in that world of the story. That was a big step for us. It was a very, very creatively satisfying process because we trusted each other, we opened ourselves to each other, and that was fun.
That was fun and rewarding.
I want to talk a little bit about the casting of the film. Really great artists. Apart from Huma, of course, there's some really great artists on screen. Sachin Kher, Swati Das, and of course, Chandrachur Singh. It was so lovely to see him on screen after so long. In fact, my colleague Shwayta has been a big fan of him. So just seeing him on
We'll tell him.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Please do. That changed my life.
I spoke to him today morning, and he said something that felt so much like the character he plays in the film. He said, because even though I will not be there, I'll be there in spirit.
That is so accurate.
Yeah, that sounded so much like the
Okay, for
character.
those of you who don't know the reference, you have to watch the film. It's very dark and sinister.
Because while we were making the film, one of the ideas was that he has got only one scene where he talks.
Yeah,
But his presence, he's present in every single frame of the film. Every time Ruhi steps out to meet somebody, to talk to somebody, there's in some way,
Looming
he's there.
presence.
Yeah.
Because it's like throughout the film, like we were waiting as an audience. Okay, he's gonna come now. He's gonna come now. And when he comes, okay, wow, he comes. But I wanted to ask you, like, what was the thought behind of not having him the first half of the film, rather, and having him coming in the latter part of the film? Was that intentional, just to kind of like keep him wrapped and then kind of just unveil him?
I'm so glad you asked this question. This question itself is very, very insightful. The idea was that, he's not a character. He's also an idea. So first we present the mythology of this character, who he is, the idea of him, ever present. He's everywhere, omnipresent, almost like God-like. He's there in everybody's life, the little symbol, outside all the houses. He's there. We learn about him. We create a mythology around him. And then we meet the person. And by the time we meet the person, we have already heard the women whom he has abused. So we the idea is we should hate him. But then we humanize him. He is just an ordinary human being. We enabled him. We gave him so much of unchecked power. He started probably good. He did some good things as well. He built this community. He built those institutions. He helped people. But then we gave him unchecked power. So he's not a demon or a devil or something like that. He's an ordinary human being. We enabled him. And that's the reality of the world today.
Yes.
Yeah. The moment, we give unlimited, unchecked power to any human being, that person is going to abuse that power, use that power against the very people who empower him. That's what is happening in the world today.
Yes.
So even though our story is deeply rooted in a very small society, a very culturally specific society, it's the story of the world.
It's the story of the world.
100%. And Huma, coming back to Ruhi, what are there any certain like characteristics or traits that you feel like you kind of took from her after playing her?
Wow, I'm thinking.
You still don't carry a gun.
Actually, I have started now.
I thought that would be after gangs, no?
No. That was the Galis. No, but I don't know. What did I carry from Ruhi? I'm thinking now. Actually, I'm going to say this. I'm going to sound horrible. So Ruhi is an extremely special character. It's beautifully written. I've tried to perform it to the best of my ability, but I feel as a human being, I have a deficiency. I feel like I really switch off. When I finish filming, I really switch off. I need to you know how you reboot your computer?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need to do that. Because if I keep carrying ideas about one character, it'll really bleed into the other.
Yeah.
And that's not fair on the next thing that I'm going to do. So it's literally like a control alt delete sort of a thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's like that with everything.
And that's fair. Yeah.
Like I was shooting 2 other films during the shooting of Bayaan. So if I carried any of those things onto Bayaan, we would be in a lot of trouble. And vice versa.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, very valid, very valid.
And I think we also want to know, like, when I ask, at the end of the day, what is that change or the impact that you want the audience to kind of take away from this film? I think both of you can kind of answer that in a line or two.
Wow. I feel like just question, and not be afraid.
Yeah. And also to be able to, like Ruhi, to be able to realize their own privileges. Very often, we judge people. We don't realize, that the things we can afford to do, they also come with great costs. And in the specific case of the film, you look at the women who ultimately come forward and they speak up. They have to pay a heavy price to do that. And I would also like people to, just go back and rethink. Are we enabling those kind of people in our society? Because it will be very, very simple to just say that, there are few bad apples or there are some, terrible human beings. But where do they come from? We create those circumstances which, enables people like them.
Yes.
So the moment we
Hold accountability.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to hold people to accountable. We have to, evolve into a better society where there are checks and balances.
Yeah. It's very true. Very valid. Yeah. Yeah. And we wanted to, again, congratulate you. Tomorrow is the premiere. We will be there. Very excited to watch it again. And I know that I had read an interview where you said you want this film to release in your hometown. And that will happen. We're all sending positive energy, and it's gonna take the world by a storm, and we're very excited to have.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.